It was Tim's birthday, Tim Booth's birthday on Tuesday. I don't know if he minds me saying how old he is because he looks amazing. Actually, let's just say hip hip hooray and happy birthday for the super smooth Tim Booth. Here we go. Get out of the fridge, please, as soon as you can. And mate, happy birthday. Thanks for what you just did.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's fun.
How do you decide, when do you decide what version of the songs to play? Because you were changing it the whole time just before you went on there.
Yeah, just a few minutes before. We wanted to get some variety in tempo between the two songs, so it was like, okay, that one slower, that one faster.
You know, people are in tears on the way to work.
Oh.
Yeah, they're saying, "Where's the mascara warning?" We didn't know you needed one. We weren't sure what version we were going to get. So last year, smashing the live music last year in North America. Tell us about that.
We did the Lay tour, so we did that whole album recreated, and then we changed it around because we can't stick with the same thing. We changed the set every night. Yeah. So we kind of mixed it in with a whole load of other songs. Had an amazing time, really beautiful.
You ended up splitting it into two, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a little interval.
That's cool, man.
Well, yeah, it was cool, but you had to then maintain it. If the first half was really good,
right,
you then have to be backstage keeping yourself pumped up.
So you had a half time?
Yeah, we had a half time.
What's it like having a half time?
It's strange. It's I'm not sure I want to do it all the time.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Super Bowl this weekend, of course, famous for its halftime entertainment. You've sort of done that, haven't you? Because you did the Rugby League Super League final at Old Trafford.
Yeah, that's a bit bringing it down to reality.
No, but it's the same thing. It's a big deal for Rugby League fans.
No, it was a lot of fun actually. It was really good.
Because I was there one year and I can't remember who played, but it was good fun. And you played before the match as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bits.
Yeah. So you pop up. You're on the clock, aren't you? I suppose to do that. How do you? Because in case Bad Bunny's watching.
Some tips.
Yeah, go on.
Some tips.
Yeah.
I just enjoy the vibe of the audience. I think for us it was like, a game like that. Everyone's singing, their passion. You have to surf it.
Yeah.
I think I got in the audience and moved around and played with people, and then it was fun.
I mean, you went on extremely well. It didn't do any harm that it was in Manchester at Old Trafford, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, home crowd. Pete Mitchell, who's sadly no longer with us. Pete worked here first time around, second time around, and we lost him tragically and suddenly a couple of years ago. He came up with an idea, didn't he, for you guys to play on the roof of Key 103 in Manchester.
On the anniversary of the Beatles doing Get Back on the roof in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Lovely.
I've seen the pictures.
Pete. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was stop traffic and all these kids bunk school, and it was
the most bunked school day ever in Manchester.
Something like that.
No, apparently they checked, and I don't know how they checked, but it was official.
You're making it up.
No, I'm not at all. Well, if I am, Jane was then. Did you make it up, Jane? Jane doesn't make things up. But the pictures are amazing. There was loads of people there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, where were you then? Because you.
I was down here by then.
Okay.
Yeah, I was down here by then. But I wish I'd have been there because it looked like the most fun.
It was fun. It was mad. We were like miles away up on a ledge. It was one of those.
Now, you are obviously live. You absolutely kill it. You crush it. The last time you were on, your performances just on our YouTube channel are up to 10 million, which is great. Sit Down has been watched 121 million times or something and counting on various different platforms. You've always loved live. Did you once tour an album before you'd recorded it?
Yeah, we've done that a number of times.
Have you?
That was 7, I think. Yeah, we videoed it as well, thinking it would make a great video.
And is that like comedians sometimes they go and test their sets out? Or
yeah, it probably wasn't the wisest idea to film it because the audience obviously didn't really know the music, so they were a little nonplussed.
Right.
But they were good. It was more of an intense concert because we're trying to remember all those 13 songs that we never played before.
But your fans meet you where you are, don't you? So they would have been up for that anyway.
Oh, totally. Like for this tour coming, we're going to learn a couple of new songs and see if we can get them in the set, and that no one would have heard them.
All right, and in the record store gigs, which are much bigger than that, really. If you go to them currently, which you're doing tonight, and you're going up north to Liverpool, you're taking that one stage further, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, we've had this idea for ages because all our songs are written through improvisation with the 4 songwriters, and it's the 4 of us tonight. So we're just going to see if we can improvise some songs each night. But the trouble is, it might not be entertaining.
No, it will be.
But we'll tell the audience that. We'll say, look, we're going to fish, because we call it going fishing. We just came back from the Yorkshire Dales. We hire a cottage overlooking the Dales, and for 6 days, 6 hours a day, we just jam. And nobody brings anything in. You just hit a drum machine and you go. Right. And that's the genesis of every single James song you've ever heard.
Well, you say it won't be entertaining, but it will, though, because they'll be so excited to see you doing what you do.
Well, the entertainment might be watching how terrified we are.
Yeah, of course.
Going, is something going to come? Because when you go fishing, you don't know if you're going to catch anything.
But again, Ross Noble's coming up in a bit. He's a big fan. You just said hello to him.
I'm a big fan of Ross Noble.
Yeah, I know. And he, that's what comedians do all the time, isn't it? They go out and they try out new material, and some of it works, some of it doesn't. It's so cool that you're doing that.
Yeah, it is good, especially now, like, so many bands just play the same set every night, and they're at the mercy, really, of their lighting man who wants the singer to stand there at this moment in this song, and the guitarist over there, and it becomes this kind of choreographed piece of theatre, and it's lost that madness, that excitement. And we've always felt, my inspiration was Iggy live, or Patty, and Iggy, would get in the audience, you'd never know what he was going to do with you. And I don't go with the same aggression as Iggy, but we want that interaction. Yeah. We want every night to be radically different.
And because you've got to stay engaged with the song, otherwise you'll lose the audience, won't you?
100%.
Yeah,
but also it's a live piece of communication.
Totally.
And we consider it, this sounds a bit pompous, medicine. So it's like, okay, what does this room need right now? So we'll be in the middle of the set and we'll go, that song's not right, so let's change it in the middle of the set and change it for something that the audience seem to need.
Well, as I say, again, I saw you, I hope lots of people saw you sing and Sit Down this morning, and you were totally in the moment, and you must have sung that song almost 120 million times that it's been viewed online.
It got a new lease of life for me because I sang it to my father-in-law when he was dying of COVID, and that was incredibly powerful. And he asked me to. I will say that, just in case you thought, I subjected my poor father-in-law.
I really didn't, actually.
And then I've been singing it in some ceremonies.
That's imposter syndrome plus, isn't
in Peru, yeah.
Wow, that's so beautiful. That is so cool.
Yeah, and so it's got a new lease of meaning for me.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Of course, you played so many gigs. You gig so well, small, one-offs, on the roof, things like that. And then there was you touring with the Smiths.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I mean, you forgot. God, you can forget. You're allowed to forget.
Am I meant to remember that?
Well, it's up to you, but I just don't... Can you talk about it for a second?
Sure.
Because if the Smiths came back, we know because Johnny's told us. Johnny Marrs told us
he's not doing it.
No, they've not. He's not doing it. He says he'll never do it, and I believe him. He also says they've been offered all the money to go back on tour.
Yeah.
Imagine if they did now, but you did it back then I think it was 1982 or something like that.
Meat Murder tour.
The tour. What was it like?
It was fantastic. I mean, we were going a year and a half before the Smiths, and the Smiths just arrived ready formed. I think I saw their 8th gig, and they were ready. And we took 7 years getting ready, and they took us on tour. Morrissey bigged us up. I was close to him. It was really beautiful, and Johnny. And they came to the studio when we were recording our first album and went, Johnny Yen is your single, and we foolishly didn't listen to them and went with something else. and we had a great relationship with them for many years.
And what was
And
it like?
we went on tour with Johnny about 2 years ago in America. We did a joint headline.
Yeah, he's so good, isn't he?
He's beautiful.
I love his
What a
gigs.
beautiful human.
When he played at Carfest for us a couple of years ago, and wherever he goes when he's doing his thing, oh my gosh, I just wonder what it's like to be there. Talking of that tour, the Meaties Murder tour, what was it like for the fans? What was the atmosphere like in those gigs? You know, did everybody know what they were seeing at the time?
I think Morrissey was at his peak worship. Like people were just in love with him. They'd never seen anything like it. You know, he was a cultural icon, and the band were, you know, they had the songs to back it up. So it was peaking. It was amazing.
And because the fans, you know, it was in period. You know, was it? Did they realise how wonderful it was? Did they have a sense of how big the Smiths were going to go on to be, and how sort of timeless they would be?
I think they did.
Yeah.
I you know, that was really the aim to some degree, and I think they knew that, and they knew how to write a great pop song, really, didn't they? And
yes, they did.
They invited us to be on the American tour, and we pulled out because we. Two of us had a meditation engagement, and we wanted to meet the meditation engagement, which was a bit little foolish of us.
No, but you know, when you're younger foolish, you're younger foolish. It's your job, isn't it? I suppose. Tell us about some Hacienda gigs. What's the most memorable Hacienda gig?
The Hacienda looked very cool, but the sound wasn't that great.
Very echoey, wasn't it?
So do you mean, very echoey. Yeah. So there's a terrifying first gig we did there, where you can see how terrified we are, because we can't really hear what we're doing. I don't remember a great gig at the Hacienda, I have to say.
All right.
It's more like...
We're so honest, though, isn't it?
Barrowlands in Glasgow. Yeah. I remember great gigs, like the Free Trade Hall in Manchester, amazing gigs.
Did you play the Ritz in Manchester?
Oh, yeah, tons. That's a great gig.
Yeah.
Great sound.
With the bouncing dance floor.
Yeah.
It's a trampoline dance floor, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Is it also true, right, that you used to sell your merch went down so well, the James T-shirts and stuff? Sometimes even when you didn't have songs out, people just loved the James merch. Yeah,
we Martine McDonough, our manager, said, "Do you like this Daisy design?" And we went, "Oh yeah, go for it." Off it went. And sold thousands. I did an interview with the NME, and the NME misquoted me when I said, "Oh, we've sold thousands of T-shirts," and put millions. And and the tax man read it, and they audited us for 5 years, checking to see where those millions of T-shirts went. And it was a disaster for us financially.
And they kept on your case, didn't they?
They kept on our case for 5 years. It was terrible.
And then you went on more tours, and hopefully it's all going to end up...
it ended up great, but it was... Yeah, those shirts, man.
Oh, gosh. Well, look, we got the tour going on. Again, if last year was... The reviews for the North American tour were maybe the best of your career. I don't know, I haven't checked, but they were unbeatable, really, weren't they?
I haven't read any.
Oh, mate, they were.
I don't read things.
Well, let me tell you, they were absolutely spot on.
Great.
The album Nothing But Love, the definitive best of, is out now. 58 tracks. We got lovely vinyl box sets here. I mean, that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. And 58 tracks sounds really greedy, doesn't it? It's like we are so confident we're going to
really
give
generous.
58 tracks.
You know, that's what they want. Madness have just done the same thing. Yeah, they did a very similar thing, not the same.
I mean, we've been around like 45 years now. I think it's pretty.
How does it feel?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
We're at the best. We're peak James.
What are you getting for your birthday?
Nothing.
Should we talk about? No, we won't talk.
No, I got a projector screen for watching movies.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. The Love Is the Answer 10-day tour. Jeez, I mean, you're not going to get a better night than watching James live. Begins in Birmingham on Friday, 3rd of April, runs until Saturday, the 18th of April in Manchester. wearejames.com is where you need to go for that. And there are record store, they call them record store gigs, but they do little bits in record stores and they go over the road to a bigger venue. You're in Surrey tonight at Kingston, aren't you? And then you go up to, you playing the Cavern?
Cavern.
What a laugh.
I mean, that.
I know.
You can't help but think that is going to be something
special.
Yeah.
Lisa's just listened to James, and it was the first gig I went to with my gig buddy and life partner. We've seen them loads. She's listening with goosebumps on her way to uni to say hi to Alison for me, please. Can you say hi to Alison?
Hi, Alison.
Okay. Because people come to your gigs again and again and again, don't they? That's the thing.
Yeah.
They are.
Because I guess, I mean, we never did it for this reason, but because we change it every night, nobody knows what they're going to get.
But also they come because it's almost like, if you go on tour again, they'll come and see you again because it's in between the rest of life that's happened to them, and they can sort of use it as a benchmark to see what's gone on.
And hopefully we're trying to uplift. These are tough times for most people.
Yeah.
And it's like, ultimately, we want to uplift.
And it's communion, isn't it? There really is genuine communion. The way you sang before it was very spiritual.
Thank you, bro.
Jed says, Tyr and I this morning watching James' sit-down performance, outstanding, brought back memories, in particular celebrating the Carbe Club tour point after finishing Royal Navy basic training back in early 92. Rich says, takes me back to Hatfield Poly 1991, everybody in the student union sitting down. Did that ever get boring, people sitting down to sit down?
No, I mean, it stopped when it got boring. People just stopped. But it was, we had that song out a year and a half before we released it.
Yeah.
And people started sitting down to a song they'd never heard before. Yeah. And it would ripple through the audience. And it was like, what's going on? Wow. Before it came out.
Colette in Middlesbrough says, James sounding amazing as always. Saw them 37 years ago in Middlesbrough as a student. I mean, that's the thing. You say you've been together 45 years. This lady saw you 37 years ago. This morning you sounding box fresh. I mean, that's something, isn't it? Have you got any tips to everybody else of how to stay fresh?
Keep your passion.
Keep your passion.
And keep your... I mean, we love what we do.
Yeah, hang around with good people, good vibes.
Good vibes.
Look after yourself.
And be lucky enough to be in an amazing band.
Yeah, the rest of the band, you are belying your years. Graham in Nantwich says, loving James as always. Also want to say thanks to the band for the most intimate and heartfelt gig at the Beanfield Theatre in Montreal last September.
Yeah? Oh yeah, that was great.
Tell us about that.
I think that's the one. Morrissey actually played at that one.
Did he?
Yeah. Didn't talk to him. He doesn't talk to us anymore, I don't think. I think I'm not a vegetarian anymore, and I don't think...
Is that the thing?
That goes down well.
So you're off the list.
I'm off the list.
Okay. Where they played their iconic album late. I can't thank you enough for coming in, Tim. I know you were supposed to come in before Christmas, and you didn't for
Flu. We'd have brought you flu.
Everybody had flu, didn't they? The whole band got flu. But I'm sort of glad, because, we need, we need you today for so many different reasons. Can we hear it once again, please, for Tim Booth, for James? The Super 58 track best of is out now.